What's up, guys? You got Dire State of Mind. Me and State here. We're going to be talking about everything that's going wrong with the Knicks, man. I see people in the comments already. So no need for an intro today. We got Sherwin M is here. He wants to have a realistic talk, man. He wants to know the glaring weaknesses. What players currently are available that can fix our weaknesses, roster pieces and stuff to a winning team, and who on this roster are good pieces on a winning team. That's basically the whole shebang right there, man.
Um, you go first. I'm interested in what you seen that last game. I know you said within the first 4 minutes. I seen when Obi Toppin did the between the legs dunk, and we got it into five, and they called the timeout, and then we was down by like 25 in like 5 minutes. Like it got bad in like 5 minutes. So I don't know. Same thing, same rotations. How you blame Kemba? You scapegoat Kemba and don't play nobody in his place in the rotation. Like that's confusing to me. So
Yeah, I don't get it. He wanted to tighten the rotation, but that wasn't the problem. The problem is no way around that. The problem is the offense. Because the defensively he's able to we're gonna be hit and miss with the defense. Some nights we look really good. Most nights we look really good. But offensively is what's killing the whole thing with the whole vibe with the Knicks. Everything that we do offensively.
no. Say again.
You heard that the whole vibe really is the offense. Because I mean, defensively the guys are running what Tom Thibodeau wants. Some nights we do good, nights we don't. But offensively, we're just like dead. San Antonio. The reason why we won that game is because of they don't shoot threes.
San
You know,
Antonio don't have no talent though. Uh,
yeah,
that's not a team that I really like hang my hat on that we beat. We
yeah,
were supposed to be San Antonio. We're supposed to be a better team than our record actually says. But honestly, the way this roster looks and the way Thibodeau keeps going, it's like I don't see no end to this. Like, how do you really scapegoat Kimba? Say he was the problem. You 12-12 with Kimba, and now you're 2-5 without Kimba. Like the team looks worse without Kimba. So I don't know, man. I guess that's karma for Tibbs.
yeah. You take away another dynamic from the game. When Kemba was out there, at least there was an option. Like they had those pick and roll options, whatever. It was something different to look at. But now you take that out of there. Now we're basically the same team we were last year. There's no
Yeah,
change. Because even Fournier looks lost, man. Fournier wants to get. You can see that he wants to get involved, but he just doesn't know how to. How many times do our players drive instead of just taking the shot, they kick it back out. Then now we're stuck with 5 seconds left on the shot clock. It happens every single game. Like so it's like there's no end in sight, really. So we at a crossroads now that Tom Thibodeau took a stand with Kemba, but now the front office got to do something now.
so I think I don't even want to. Let's separate the players right now. I don't even want to talk about the players right now. Let's talk about management, right? So you come off a year where Julius Randle has all NBA, you know, second team, most improved player of the year, all star, and you have RJ Barrett, who's the second, he's the second option. You lose in the first round. You go into this off season, and your reward for Julius Randle is Evan Fournier is 70 plus million. How you think he should feel?
Well, on the surface, man, Evan Fournier, he just, he's a world player. He gives Team USA problems. I'm just gonna talk nicely. You know what I'm saying? The last 5 years, he averaged 17 points a game. So
Mm-hmm.
he is a good player. He's not complete trash. He was 17 and 3 for 5 years straight. So he's not a horrible player. So I mean, he should be able to give us something. But it's just a bad fit. A couple people were saying like as soon as we signed him, it's like why would you get a guy like that's not known to play defense? It just like a bad fit right off the bat. Coming in with him and Kimba, we were talking about how good they played together. So I'm thinking that that would add to the team. Maybe Tom Thibodeau would fit those movements in there, but they didn't. He didn't.
Nah,
So yeah.
I don't know, bro. I think that's an indictment on Leon Rose. I think we gonna have to stop getting on the players and start getting on management because there's no way that they can be seeing this same roster and watching the same games that we're watching and expect for this team to do anything. Uh, from what I read, I know James Dolan didn't like the fact that Kemba Walker was benched. So we'll see moving forward how this team reacts. I really don't like Alec Burks as my starting point guard. It's coming to the point, bro. When you watch Brandon Boston Jr., I probably got his name wrong. The kid that played on the Clippers, he has 27 points, and Obi Toppin career high is 15 points, and it's like all these other young guys is getting opportunities, and Grimes got a ride on the bench. It's like it's tough to watch, bro. It really is.
Yeah, it definitely is. Some guys here talking about was this a Woodshed, right? I think I saw Woodshed say
Yeah.
something. Yeah, Woodshed. He said trade the damn kids or bring a star to MSG.
Who you gonna trade
Yeah,
him for though? I mean, he could say that, but who you gonna trade him for?
I don't know. We said this so many times too, man. Like if we trade the guys, like here's the thing too. A lot of people saying that we need to get point guards. I can't tell you how many times today somebody said that to me. Because everybody knows I'm the Nick guy at my job. You're the Nick guy at your job. So they say, "Yo, man, we need a point guard. If we had a point guard, this, that, and the other." Then I'm like, "Well, okay, that's cool, but who?" So they can never pinpoint who to get. And then at
Yeah,
the same time too, when it comes down to it, if we get this point guard, we still got Tom
mm-hmm.
Thibodeau there. We still got
Facts.
Julius Randle bringing the ball up and stuff. So the fact that Julius brings the ball up, that's not Julius's problem. That's Tom Thibodeau's problem. Tom
Yeah,
Thibodeau wants him to do that. So this
yeah.
is not it's not something. There's a disconnect. Either the coach is telling the guys what to do, or he's not. The coach is telling this is the game plan. So we need to change the game plan. It's just not working.
Um,
Because the same thing is going to happen if you get another point guard in here. Because
mhm.
here's another thing too. We got freaking Kemba Walker, Derrick Rose, Emmanuel Quickly, and Deuce McBride. How many point guards we need?
Yeah.
It's bugged out.
Yo, you got me, man. You got me. I don't know, bro. I don't. Yo, he really been like not Diehard. You really got to explain this to me. How do you bench Kemba Walker? Like, you really never really gave me this answer. You have to give me this answer right now, please. How do you bench Kemba Walker? And the team looked worse without Kemba Walker. And an injury to insult, you played Alec Burks 19 straight minutes, bro. You don't even try to play Grimes. Is he not doing something in practice that we don't see or something? Like explain this to me, please.
I mean, I can't explain it because Grimes already proved that he belongs in the rotation. He played a couple games really good for us coming off the bench. So, from the outside looking in, it looked like that. That okay, if we're gonna push Burks to the starting point guard spot, that means that Tom Thibodeau sees that Quentin Grimes is worthy enough to come off the bench. But he didn't do that. So it's like, it's going against logic. And then also too, we keep going to Taj Gibson, we keep going to Nerlens, but Jericho Sims played really well when he was out there. So that
Yeah.
there's no excuse for outside of him being sick, because I think he had the same stomach bug that the other guys had. I'll keep thinking DeRozan with RJ.
Mhm.
Somebody made a comment there about DeRozan and RJ. We'll get to that in a second. But like with the guys are playing good, and he just not sticking with the guys that are playing good for us. I just don't get what he sees. I don't get what Tom Thibodeau sees.
I don't know what he sees either. And
What do you think
you
about
want
that,
to know
Ken?
why does Barrett only shoot the three and not shoot similar to DeRozan? What do you want him to shoot? Like, you want him to go DeMar DeRozan mode and shoot the mid range jumper? He's not going to be shooting that effectively for another like 2-3 years. So you're gonna have to be patient.
That's crazy though, man. The last game, the game before that. See, that's the thing too. RJ, like that San Antonio game, he came out like with guns blazing, man. He had a bounce in his step. He was running really good. But then, like, fast forward to the next game, it's like he forgot how to make layups, and he kept going left, and he can't make layups with his left hand. He keeps trying to do. He keeps missing like little 5 foot, 8 foot jump shots in the paint. So our players are really not doing their job either, because Julius and RJ basically got green lights, to do what they want to do in the offense, and then guys are just not taking advantage of the opportunities.
I, yeah, RJ had a bad November. Like that's a November he gotta like just throw in the garbage. His last 2 games been okay, but I need more. He got to be more consistent. It's just I don't even want to get on the players, bro. I think we spoke about them enough. I think we know their weaknesses already. We know Julius Randle's going to have the ball. I think we really got it. I think it's on management now. I think it's on management. You see where this team is at. It's like I don't think this team could still get out the first round because they can't guard the perimeter for 48 minutes. In a playoff setting, I can't only trust RJ Barrett on a perimeter in a playoff setting to win me 4 games in a playoff series. We need help.
So what do you think we should do? What do you think the front office should do?
Well, for me, I don't think the first move should be go get Miles Turner. I think you should use your assets to go get a wing or a point guard. So now who that wing or point guard is, I don't have that answer right now because I still got to see how the records shake out. And so by the end of January, I should know.
By the end of January, it might be time to sell high on Julius Randle by January. The way things are going, because basically December's almost over. So like a month from now, we might be totally out the playoffs.
I hope not, bro. I hope not. I believe in this team, but I don't believe in the coach to make proper adjustments. He don't make adjustments, bro. That's all it is. He'll be making no adjustments. I don't understand it. So you want to keep going Randle ISO, and it's making Randle look bad. And it's at the point where you get tired of talking about Randle. You get tired of asking Randle to pass the ball. Maybe it's the coach keep calling the same play over and over.
Yeah, I just don't get it.
It's frustrating, man.
Tom Thibodeau stands up the whole game, yelling and screaming. I've been joking like the last few podcasts with this video. I've been joking, with that, but he's standing up the whole game, yelling and screaming with his face all scrunched up, yelling at RJ, he's yelling at everybody. But like he's yelling and screaming, but there's nothing changing out there as far as how we're playing. Julius Randle comes down, against the Bulls. He had Lonzo Ball guarding him. That should be barbecue chicken, man. If they're gonna put Lonzo Ball on Julius Randle, then the coach should be like, oh shit, okay, let's put Julius deep in the post and let's punish them. No, the play is let Julius Randle bring the ball up the court and have Lonzo Ball hawk him, and then now he has to elbow him to death, just to get 20 feet from the basket, and then he does a turnaround fadeaway jump shot going out of bounds. What the fuck is going on, man? It don't make no sense.
I looked at the video where Julius Randle scored 45, and he played completely different than what he plays on the Knicks. Like he got the ball, and it was an instant. Like he going straight to the basket, like he's making a move. He's not jab stepping. He's not doing none of that. Carmelo Anthony, I want to back you down, jabs. No, it's just. Get the ball and go.
So wait a second. Are we talking about Fizdale Randle?
Nah, I'm talking about Alvin Gentry Randle.
Oh, okay. Because I think he didn't he get 40 to what's his name? Mr. Freedom?
Yes.
Cantor?
Yes.
He put 40 on Cantor too.
Yeah, 45.
Yeah. But the way that he played, like you said, the way that he played those games and the way that he plays now is a totally different player. So somebody needs to figure out that we need to do a balance between the two. Because the fact that Julius brings the ball off the court is not the problem. The problem is when he comes across half court, the ball don't move. He still has the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like if he's gonna bring the ball up the court, you gotta immediately give it to somebody else. Let him get in the post. Then once he's in the post, then he can get the ball back. That should be the play. But they never do that.
Nah,
You know, they never do that.
It's tough because Julius Randle, he's not a bad basketball player. It's just Tibbs is putting him in bad spots. I don't like the way Tibbs use Randle, if you asking me personally.
Yeah. It makes me laugh though, man, because like you were like a real adamant about certain points and stuff, but now your mood is like lower than mine now. You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm drained, bro. Like,
yeah.
What more do you want me to say? Like, you want me to sit here, Diehard, and honestly be like, yo, let's trade for Miles Turner. What the hell does that solve? What does it solve? What does Miles Turner solve that the Knicks need right now?
Well, he shoots the
Nothing. Three. I don't even care he shoots the three, bro. We got a bunch of guys who shoot the three.
He can make layups though.
I don't.
Yo, Mitchell Robinson, for everything that people think that he could be, he's not a good rebounder. Like he had I think he had like 15 rebounds when Tom Thibodeau benched him in San Antonio. The next game, he didn't have not one rebound in 10 minutes in the first half. What the hell's going on with that? You don't want to get on the players, but at the same time, these guys are burying themselves. Because Mitchell Robinson is basically in a contract year right now. So he's killing his own bag.
Yeah,
so
that's a fact.
Yeah, so his potential, it could be like a DeAndre Jordan, but he can't finish. He can't finish. He's not a good passer. It's just crazy, man. So the last part, you were gonna come on, but you didn't make it because work and stuff. But there's like basically two options. We can either double down on Julius Randle, where we get him help, or we sell high. So what do you think is the best thing for the Knicks, or is there a third option?
So it is a third option. Keep Randle, keep RJ, trade everybody else, and see who you can get. See, this is why, Diehard, this is why I hated that 4th seed last season. I'll tell you all the time, like, I really don't. I understand the culture needed to win. Like, I understand it. But honestly, talent makes culture. You need players who can actually play in order to build a culture. So what am I looking at right now? My Knicks don't have no identity on offense. We're dirt switching on defense. No communication. Evan Fournier and Julius Randle have bad body language playing together. I think they don't like playing together the way when I look at them. I'm tired of the Knicks accommodating Randle. You don't accommodate championship 3 options. You try to accommodate the team to win games. If you have 2 guys like Randle and RJ who are both lefties, why? And you have 7 first-round picks in the next 5 years. Your coach is Tibbs. What are we doing with 7 first-round picks? I don't even need to see 7 first-round picks, honestly. Make a trade. This team is doodle. Evan Fournier is doodle. Alec Burks is doodle. I don't even need to see. I understand Derrick Rose want to start. He doesn't need to start. Get us help like ASAP. Or we could be in the lottery and we could sell Howard Randle. So we'll see by my birthday on January 25th who the Knicks really are. And I think the Knicks, me personally, Don, I think they stink. And, that's just me.
Yeah, they do, man. It's tough. I do the halftime, the crunch time. It's actually, I'm not looking forward to it anymore. Because by the time halftime comes, I'm looking at the game. I already can see what's happening. I could tell we're gonna lose and whatever. So I'm basically just coming on just to enjoy the time with the guys that's in the chat. So that's where we are right now. Right now we're almost to the point now where we're just gonna self-preserve as a fan base and just enjoy the time together. So okay, if let's say if we make a trade, like you want to keep Julius, right, and RJ together.
Mm-hmm.
You want to keep them together? All right, so let's keep them together. So then what's the move to make? Just to throw players out there hypothetical. It don't have to be. You don't have to make sense or whatever. Just hypothetical.
Damn. I just to just to have fun and not be objective.
Yeah, just throw
Ben
stuff out there.
Simmons, Ben Simmons, but he needs to be vaccinated. De'Aaron
Yeah, but
Fox,
Ben Simmons to be the point guard.
yeah, he could be my point guard. He could be my point guard. Under Tibbs, he could be my point guard because I need somebody who going consistently get in the paint and generate 3-point shots. And Randall, and I need a guy who's going to tell Randall no. You get what I'm saying? Like, go ahead.
Well, with the Ben Simmons, we have the assets to get him. We do have the assets to get him, but we are gonna have to trade somebody. Like Fournier is probably gonna be the centerpiece on our end, but we're gonna have to throw a young guy on there, and then like you said, we got draft picks, the draft picks that Philly would want. So if we could get Ben Simmons, I think we could get him. But if we do get him, how do we mix Julius Randle, RJ, and Ben Simmons together? Because even though Julius Randle can shoot and RJ used to be able to shoot, I don't know what's going on with RJ's jump shot, but Ben Simmons can't shoot. So now you need to work out the other two positions to try to blend that talent in.
Now, here's the thing with Ben Simmons. Now, if you get Ben Simmons, now you got to go get Miles Turner. That's when you got to make sacrifices.
Yeah.
That's when you got to make. You can't make one move without you can't make the first move without a good secondary move. If you give me Ben Simmons, you got to go get me Miles Turner because Miles Turner with Ben Simmons and Randall makes sense. Ben Simmons, Randall with Mitch don't make sense. Ben Simmons with Mitch makes sense with 3 other shooters. Like you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I need a big who can shoot threes because Ben Simmons he just can't shoot. I mean, and it's okay. Like I don't care that he can't shoot. Still a great basketball player. Sometimes players just need a new scenery, bro. That's all.
Yeah. Like you need to get the right mix of guys. Guys got to be able to play off of something, because that's the thing too. The way that we're playing Julius Randle, Julius Randle needs guys that can be reactive to things. If Julius is going to bring the ball up and whatever, as soon as Julius Randle makes that decision to pass it, whoever he gives it to has to be able to make a decisive decision. So that's the thing. So I think getting Ben Simmons in here for that reason, Ben Simmons is going to make a decisive decision, usually going towards the basket. So that'll balance things out a little bit. Getting kickouts for RJ, for the open three, because that seems to be his game. That works too. And then also Turner, the kickout game also works with that. And then also the lob game and the finish game. So it does work. So
that team, but see that the thing with that team is that the only way that team works, RJ is gonna have to really become a superstar, bro. You're gonna have to really step up, bro. You're not gonna make me sacrifice a lot of my first round picks and a lot of stuff that I have for me to gut my roster for my 4 to be Ben Simmons, RJ, Randall, Miles Turner. And mind you, it's cool. It's a cool hypothetical, even though I don't want that team at all. I'm just playing along with the game. It's a cool starting 4, and it makes sense on paper. Damn, we need another wing though. I definitely will want another wing with that. I think you would have to keep Grimes out of all trades. I think that's a starting 5 where you got to play Grimes.
Yeah, I think in that way too, it works because Grimes can shoot the 3. He's a knockdown 3-point shooter. Super confident, man. The last game, Tom Thibodeau put in there, and I think he nailed his first 3-point shot that he put up. And he just started smiling, man, because it's just the confidence level these guys have. So it does work, man. We have excess in depth. So if we do, pack a couple guys to get one guy, we still have plenty of guys to push up. So I got no problems with like a Benz, RJ, Julius, Turner, and Grimes lineup. I have no problem with that. But at the same time too, Tom Thibodeau is still the the common denominator there. Yep. So Tibbs is going to have to just tweak whatever he's thinking in practice and whatever, and get these guys more involved. He does want guys to be in the corner. I can see Turner being a 3-point threat in the way that we play. It just the lineup that we put up there with Ben Simmons, it's just better for Tom Thibodeau. And
Yeah,
I think that's the common denominator there. We have to build around Tibbs.
yeah, but I don't want to build around Tibbs. You know, that don't
Me
smell
neither.
like championship. Look, I'm being honest. Like I'm not even trying to throw shade or nothing, but
Yeah, me either.
Tibbs,
It don't sound right. I'm just trying to make it. I'm trying to make sense out of this shit. You know.
yeah, and it's sad that we got to come to this point where we're making up these hypotheticals. But to be honest, like the Knicks are underachieving right now. They,
Yeah.
I did not expect for them to look this bad. They look really bad, bro.
Yeah.
It,
If I told you that we traded Bullock, what's the other guy that just Bullock, we traded Bullock, right? Got rid of him, and we got rid of Alfred, and then we brought in
mhm,
Walker and Fournier.
mhm.
You would think that we got better, right?
Yes,
On paper, you would think that we got better.
yeah, we look worse. we look worse. We dead
Yeah,
look worse.
how does that even happen?
I don't know, but I thought Alec Burks got us, and you know, I don't even know why Burks and these guys play anymore. Like, I don't even know why Knox can't play. Like, that's where I'm at with it. Like, I don't know why, bro. I don't. You play. Yo, Randall and Burks played a whole first half, and both of them had 0 assists. How is that possible, bro? Explain that. How? How?
I don't know, man.
How? How does RJ go 5 minutes without touching the ball? I never really understood that. Like, and it's
Yes, it's just no creativity. As soon as we bring the ball up the court, the ball should be whipping. We got too much offensive talent for us to be sitting there, with Julius Randle pounding the ball and into the floor. With Kemba there, Fournier, Julius and RJ. That's 4 offensive players there. And then we were saying that Mitchell Robinson should be wide open every single game. Everything that me and you say that have been saying all summer is they're not doing any of that shit.
no.
So if they played the way that we envision, the Knicks would be like probably the best team in the East. It really has to do with playing style. We have to utilize Kemba Walker. We got to get him going in the pick and rolls. We got to allow him to run the team. Get Julius Randle easy shots, get Fournier easy shots. He will do that. He'll get RJ easy shots easy. We got to let RJ run in transition. We got to get the ball out of Julius's hands early. Let him bring it up, but we got to get it out of his hands early. We got to get Fournier involved in the offense. Coming to the basket. Not just spot up shooters shooting in the corner. To me, that's like very easy. Kenny Smith
Mhm.
said that. Kenny Smith, he was like, "Yo, it's like you got a Ferrari, but you're driving it, like it's a freaking Mini Cooper." You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. I made the same kind of analogy the other night too. Is that like I have a Honda Element. I love that car, but I know that shit can it goes 0 to 60 in 5 minutes. It takes forever for that shit to get the highway speed. So I'm not gonna push it through the ground to turn it into a Ferrari because it's not a Ferrari. At least I know that. It's like Tom Thibodeau that doesn't know what he has. He doesn't know what he's driving.
He don't know how to use Obi Toppin, bro. To use Obi Toppin is so simple. I don't see why he doesn't cut to the basket 20 times a game. Why is he still shooting threes? He shoots 18% from three, I believe. That's not even his game.
Yeah.
Like we don't even use him right. I could count. You know what I'm gonna start doing, yo? I'm gonna start counting every time in every Knick game how many times Obi cuts and he's wide open and nobody passing him the ball. I'm
Yo,
gonna start counting that.
we should do a drinking game. We should come
Man,
on. You should come on the halftime show. We should do a drinking game every time they pass up on Obi Toppin, man. We probably black out before the end of the fourth quarter.
oh man, yo. Oh man.
But since you mentioned Obi, right? They got Obi shooting threes, in the corner and all that stuff. If Turner was in the team, Turner would be in Obi's position. So it would make sense because Turner can actually knock down the three with no problem, and in that same type of scenario. So it comes back. It comes back to Tibbs. Tibbs needs guys. They're gonna do what he wants to do. It's somebody mentioned it earlier. It's like the D'Antoni effect. D'Antoni had good players, whatever, but he wants to play a certain way. So he wants he destroyed that rookie that we had, the one when the year when we should have drafted a point guard. What was his name? Jordan Hill. He destroyed Jordan Hill because he tried to make him a stretch three, stretch five or whatever. But he's a pick and roll guy. So they tried to make him into a 3-point shooter. You can't do that. You can't turn a Mini Cooper into a Ferrari. You can't. You just can't do it. You have to drive the Mini Cooper. Use the good fuel economy and you get good parking. That's the whole point of getting a Mini Cooper. You don't go in a Mini Cooper to try to win a drag race.
So you brought that up. How many years ago that was? That was 13 years ago. That was 13 years ago.
God damn! Was it 13 years ago?
That was like 13 years ago.
Holy shit!
When the Knicks missed out on Curry, was that 12, 13 years ago? That was an 08 draft. I think that was a 2008 draft.
Jesus Christ,
bro! We missed out on Steph Curry, drafted Jordan Hill, Colin Sexton with 1 pick before Kevin Knox. We drafted Obi Toppin over Cole Anthony. I'm still annoyed behind that. Like, who? Can I ask you a question? Matter of fact, I got another question for you. Was Tibbs on board with drafting Obi? And like, I need to know that answer. I need to know that answer soon.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think
I don't think so neither.
What I think happened when these teams started to draft, because that draft was weird. Guys, teams were drafting players that they didn't need. So I think when Obi Toppin became available, because Obi Toppin should have went to Cleveland or something like that. He should have went a lot higher than he went. So when he became available, I think the Knicks just went best player available. They saw a guy that was like the player of the year, whatever he was. So they figured that you gotta take the best talent. You can't let the best talent pass. So they probably had Obi Toppin high on the list. So they just took the guy that was highest on the list. That's what I think happened.
But and you know what? To add insult to injury, like that's stupid, dog. That's stupid. You don't do business like that, bro.
Frank Ntilikina.
Yeah, but that's even worse. Knicks do bad business, bro. Obi Toppin, that's Leon Rose's son's client. You don't draft your son's client who's the backup to your team's best player, you goddamn dummy. This is what I mean by us starting to get on the management. And I'm tired of getting on the players. I'm just done with getting on the players, bro. That's ridiculous.
To put it back in the management's lap, right? They did draft Obi Toppin. It probably was a mistake. So now Obi Toppin is still a good player now. He everybody could see that if he got the minutes, that he would be like a decent starter somewhere, at least on a bad team. He would probably be really good on a bad team. So he still has trade ability. So the management got to trade him.
I wouldn't trade him though. How you gonna trade Obi? You got to think about the optics behind trading Obi, bro. Like I see, you got to think about the optics, man.
Well, it's either or now. You got to trade either you trade Obi or you trade Julius, because Tom Thibodeau is not playing both. He just isn't trusted the way that as long as he's here, he's not gonna play both.
And you know what I got to say to that? I pick the players over the coach. Fire Thibodeau. Why I gotta choose between Obi Toppin and Julius Randle playing? They're both good players, even though I don't like what certain players do individually. If we had Mike D'Antoni as a coach, D'Antoni will stick Randle right at the 5. He's starting Obi at the 4. He's starting RJ at the 3. He's starting those 3 at the wing. I know for a fact those 3. And he's going to play all 3 of them 35 minutes a night. And they're going to be shooting 35 threes a night. No, not 35, 50 threes a night. It's just, it's Tibbs. I would fire Tibbs first if it came down to it and promote Johnny Bryant and see what Johnny Bryant can do with the same set roster, but rotations that he want to do instead of me just trading Randle for the sake of, I don't want to be the Orlando Knicks. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be a middle of the road team. So it's tough, bro. It's tough.
Well, you make a big point, man. D'Antoni is a free agent, and it is funny
Nah,
because,
nah, 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 nah.
but yo, you make a good point though. Like if D'Antoni was here, D'Antoni would instantly put Julius Randle at the 5, Obi Toppin would be the 4, RJ would be the 3. Fournier and Kemba Walker will be highly utilized in this offense. And
You Kimba, his backcourt would be Quickly and Kimba. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you're
What?
right about that. You're right about that.
What? Mike D'Antoni have a field day with Quickly? Oh man. Oh man. Quickly in the right system, because Quickly is a player you gotta like have him controlled. You can't have him in a free fall offense. So if you put Quickly in Golden State offense and put him running around screens, I don't never see him like just running around screens and I don't see it.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
What do you think about Kenny Atkinson, Mr. Manny Ramos?
No. The next Knicks head coach, damn, I hate that we got to talk about this so early. But that's how bad that loss was. When you lose, when you're down 30 to a team that just recently said they wanted to tank, and your team has aspirations of being a top 4 seed, shout out to the almighty 4th seed, you got to be kind of embarrassed. So, the next Knicks head coach, it's only 3 people that you can even consider: Johnny O, Mark Jackson, or Nick Nurse. Those are the only 3 people or 3 names I want to hear. If you're not bringing me those 3 names, I don't want to talk to you. That's it.
Yeah, shout out to Agent Super Arco. He just said just now that we rather have Fizdale. I guess you guys rather have Fizdale.
Well, Ted's coaching like Fizdale. He better get it together. You kidding me?
He's blaming the players because Tom Thibodeau, same thing. Tom Thibodeau is a name. He's a big name coach, whatever. But at the same time, you got to look at the history. It's not like the Chicago Bulls. He invented that team. He inherited that team because there was another coach before Tom Thibodeau got there. When they had what's the name, Nocioni and those guys. Tom Thibodeau didn't coach Nocioni. That was the coach prior to Tom Thibodeau. So Tom Thibodeau inherited that team.
So I got a question. I don't mean to cut you off. My bad. So Derrick Rose was just destined to be great, like regardless if Tim was or wasn't his coach.
Yeah, you can't credit Tom Thibodeau for Derrick Rose playing so good. Derrick Rose could jump as high as me and you. He could broad jump over our heads. When he came into this league. So that's God-given talent there, man. So he was destined to be who he was.
Yeah, I agree. And I don't even want to honestly, Diehard, when it comes to that state comment about Evan Fournier, I don't want to hear it, bro. You've been in the league 8+ years, and people saying, "Oh, state, like why you give the kids leeway, like why you don't be harsh on the kids like you are with the vets, bro." They are draft picks. 1, 2. They're being paid to develop. They're not being paid to lead right now. So I have to give them leeway because I know they're going to stink it up at times. Quickly stunk it up the whole first one. He was stinking it up. I wanted to bench him. Then he started to get it together. That's what young players do. He's 22. RJ 21. You got to relax. So give it time.
Yeah, man. So we kind of just stuck. We're like being held hostage at the moment now as a fan base, because we have a good roster. We quote unquote have a good coach. Quote unquote have a good roster. Quote unquote have a good coach. Quote unquote have a good front office. So something has to give somewhere in between there. Something has to give, and it needs to happen immediately, man. I think.
With all due respect, Quentin Grimes got to play. I don't care about. And this is just MSG politics for me. I don't care about what Evan Fournier or any of those guys do. We cannot continue to sit that first round pick. He needs to play. And how do you sit Kemba and you don't play Grimes? And honestly, if I was the coach, Grimes and Quickly would be my starting backcourt. Well, RJ, if I was the coach. Nah, it ain't no Burks and Evan Fournier ain't getting the job done. So let me get them young boys in there. You gonna keep them old vets out there? Let Grimes be free. You gonna
Yo,
do
if Grimes and Quickly is starting, then we need to trade Julius and Randle and just let it go. Just let it go.
no? What you mean? They gonna win some games.
They
You ain't
still
seen?
might they still might win, but we would need to let Julius go and then just do like what Indiana's supposed to be doing. So high on Julius. You got to start at that point. If you got Quickly and Grimes as your starting backcourt, you got to have Obi as the starting power forward. Now you got to have Jericho Sims as the center and RJ's a small forward,
No,
and then you
you
just got to just run.
don't, bro. No, you don't, bro. You don't gotta see you want to be drastic, and you want to like you don't gotta do all that, man. You don't gotta put all the Parmesan cheese in the baked ziti, bro. You don't gotta do all that, bro. You don't gotta do it. Sometimes you don't need no parsley, bro.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of one of those guys that got to put garlic sauce and all this other stuff before I even taste it. You know what I'm saying? So put mad salt and mad adobo on shit and didn't even taste it. You know?
Yeah, that's a fact. Julian, I did agree with you, bro. I always agree with you when it comes to Quinn Grimes. Quinn Grimes, I
Hey,
think he's
Julian's the
going to be a
man, man.
good player, bro.
Yeah.
And I think, and for me personally, I think Emmanuel quickly should start because of Julius Randle. Like if Julius Randle, if you want to play on ball, if he wants to play on ball all game, then I understand.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to still Knicks fans, man. I already put it up. I put the two peace signs, but I got to verbally say it. Geraldine also, of course. It's the Julian Blum there. MVPs of the chat, man. Definitely.
Hold on.
Yeah, man. So I really don't know what to tell you, man. What are you saying here, Mr. Pudge? Pudge is the man also. We need two more shooters in the lineup. What do you think about that, man? Putting two more shooters in the lineup?
Two more shooters. That's why I said start Grimes. Start Grimes and quickly. Why wouldn't you
Well,
start Grimes and quickly?
the current lineup right now is Burks, Fournier, Julius, RJ, and now they got Taj and Nerlens starting, right? So
Mhm.
to get another shooter, that's Miles Turner, man. Miles Turner's that guy.
I don't really like Miles Turner like that. What is he going to change?
Well, he's gonna shoot the three, man. He's gonna shoot the three, and
Oh
he's
God.
basically Miles Turner is basically gonna be Taj Gibson, but a
Okay.
younger Taj
Okay.
Gibson.
Okay. That's the reason why I wanted Mo Bamba because Mo Bamba reminded me of the role that Taj Gibson could play.
Yeah.
You get what I'm
So
saying? It's all under that same category.
yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. But it just Miles Turner is definitely available, but Mo Bamba, I think that's gonna be he's like borderline franchise talent for Orlando, so I don't think he's going anywhere.
Nah, I
So
think we could get him. Orlando signed. I always got to repeat the same thing. Orlando re-signed Wendell Carter Jr. for $50 million,
yeah.
and you know all of the top five picks in this year's NBA draft is just basically bigs. So I think if they get a top three pick, I think they would let Mo Bamba walk.
Do you think the Knicks have a top three pick this year?
Let me say something about the draft, and this is the only time that we're going to talk about the draft. I am so over the point forward experience. Shout
Yeah.
outs to my guy Rick in Thread. I firmly agree with him. I do not want my offense ran through another point forward. But if it was 1 year where Adam Silver can bless a team that is in the late lottery with a top three pick, this will be the year for the Knicks. But I know that's something that would never happen. So, I'm just prepared for that for us to have the seventh pick in the draft, and knowing how the Knicks be.
All right, so let's say if we're down that road, would you trade that for Mo Bamba? Because it's not going to help this year. You're talking about something that's like an off-season thing.
Nah, there's no way. There's no way in hell. Knicks got to make it. See, this is why, like we said, choose a direction. There's no way in hell I want the seventh pick, bro. Trade that pick. Go get me a young talent, bro. What am I doing with that pick?
Do you think that gets us Mo Bamba? And you know, because I mean, we're probably gonna have to add more to that. But is all that worth it to get Mo Bamba here next season?
I'll trade the 7th pick for Mo and Cole Anthony.
Wait, the 7th pick for Mo and Cole Anthony?
Facts. That's a fact. If we had the 7th pick and Orlando, because Jalen Suggs is back, and Orlando said, "Yo, we don't want to pay Mo," I will give up the 7th pick for Cole Anthony and Mo Bamba. Yes, I will, because I don't care about that 7th pick, bro. I want to win, bro. And that 7th pick is not going to help me win right now. Now we had the top 3 pick. We was getting Shaq. We was getting Bob, that Palmero kid from Duke, and we could talk. Or Jaden Ivey, then we could talk. But if we don't get that, then I'm trading that pick, bro. I'm trying to win.
Yeah, man, but I don't think the 7th pick is going to get us Mo Bamba and Cole Anthony.
I didn't just say I would just only give up the 7th pick, though.
Okay. All right, I'm just saying, man, because I mean that's crazy, man. They smoking crack over there in Orlando.
Nah.
Smoking that K2 up in there.
Oh man, but that would be I would definitely do that move. I really like Jaden Ivey though. Shout out to Legion for putting me on. Woof. John Moran.
Yeah, we're basically on the same page, man. We definitely need that type of player. We need like a Mo Bamba type, But Miles Turner is that guy right now, man. He's available. He's available, and we can get him. We definitely can get him. I don't think we would have to pay so much. We're gonna have to pay probably more than we would want to, but I think that he would be a good fit right now. I think he would help. His play would definitely help.
He can't be my first move.
He can't be the only move.
Yeah, he can't be the only move. That's a secondary move. You bring Miles Turner with no point guard.
Okay, so what's the next move to add to all right, somebody just said it, Miles Turner and Simmons, but Simmons makes a lot of bread. So we got to trade salary too. So if we trade for Miles Turner, we're gonna have to figure out something else with the point guard.
Exactly, and that's the exact reason why I don't now want to trade for Miles Turner, because I don't want to give up assets right now. I'm trying to get the shebang. I'm trying to get a superstar, bro. Word.
Yeah.
That's why I want to really. No disrespect to Randall fans who's in the chat. That's why I want to sell high on Randall, because whatever assets I get for Randall, now I got you said 7 first round picks in the next 5 years. Now I got 10 first round picks in the next 5 years, and I got 2 starters, and I got RJ still, and I got Rosenthal still, so I could just keep moving along, and whoever asks out, I could just trade whoever for him.
I got you, man. But I think we're close. I think we're very close to getting it right. Because we're on paper we're not a bad team. That means we have talent. We're doing a lot of name dropping today. We mentioned a bunch of people. I mentioned Uncle Fulio. Everybody hates Uncle Fulio, but he does mention that we do have a lot of collateral on our team. Even though Fournier signed that contract, whatever, he's still a good player. He's still on a tradable contract. He didn't sign 20 plus. He signed for a little bit less than that. So he's still on a tradable deal. Kemba Walker's only making $8 million. So he's definitely on a tradable deal. So we have guys that can still be moved. Nerlens, he makes probably a little bit too much than he should be making, but still people value what he brings, especially like a playoff team or something like that. They're gonna value somebody like a Nerlens Noel to add to their team. So we have tradable assets.
Yeah, I just don't see the Miles Turner pickup, and I'm firmly against trading Julius Randle for Sabonis. I'm firmly against that. I don't even want to talk about that. That's ridiculous.
People are just thinking about just the fact that Julius Randle pounds the ball so much. Like if we had Sabonis, then you would need a point guard to actually do more dribbling. Because Sabonis can't dribble the way that Julius does. So it would just change. It would just force Tom Thibodeau to take the ball out of the power forward's hand, and make the point guard do that thing.
I'm sick of blaming Randall, bro. It's on Tibbs, bro. I'm done with blaming Randall, bro. I'm so tired of blaming, because we blaming him and it's like we picking on dude. Yeah, I'm sick of that, bro.
Yeah, I'm with that too, man. But the Knicks fan base is very fickle. Twitter, I might need to delete the app for a little while because I go on there. I like to talk to you guys. I like to see what you guys are saying. The chat and stuff. Sometimes it's fun, but guys are just coming on and just saying anything, and then they just annoying. Then they want to troll you and stuff about certain things, man. That should like you want to try to have fun because normally I'm taking a shit or something while I'm on Twitter, during the day or something like that. Something where you're trying to get away from what you're doing to just peek and see what guys are talking about the Knicks. But if guys are gonna be constantly complaining and just being toxic like that, because like right now, I'm so proud of you, man, because like State, you could be going off the rocker, you could be going crazy, you could be saying all kind of wild stuff, but right now you're defending Julius, you're defending a lot of these different guys, and you're putting the blame in the proper spot, which is the people that are in charge, man. So it's it just shows what kind of fan you are. You're a good fan.
I'm trying to listen, man. I ragged on Randall 2019, so I'm trying to like be fair with him. Even though he's been lazy on defense this season, most of the time he only had 3 good games this season, and I can really rag on Randall. But it's like I'm at the point where it's like I don't even care about talking about him no more. What the hell is Leon Rose going to do? Because these dudes need help ASAP.
Yeah, that's where it belongs, man. What are these guys going to do about it? Yeah, the Knicks are struggling. Tom Thibodeau's this, Tom Thibodeau's that. Julius is this, Julius is that. Okay, we all in agreement. So what are they going to do about it? Exactly. That's exactly what it is. What are you going to do about it? So I'm hoping. Yeah, what you got? What you got to add to that?
I fire Tibbs.
Yeah, man. So I mean, so I guess it will be Johnny O'Brien, I guess, right?
Yep. Johnny O will get the shit right. I know Johnny O will start Grimes and quickly ASAP.
Yeah.
ASAP. Why don't we start quickly?
I don't know.
Can you give me a reasonable answer upon why the Knicks don't start Maine quickly? I don't even care about he don't defend. I don't care about his non-playmaker. I don't care about that. For me personally.
I think that's what it is, though. Tom Thibodeau wants to play a certain way, and I think Burks does it better for him. He likes the bigger guard for defensive purposes. Not for nothing. Burks was playing good defense this year. Before he started.
Who he stopped this year? You want me? Matter of fact.
Well, let's pull up. I don't even want to go there right now.
No, listen. RJ has been extremely bad. And you can go there if you want. RJ has been trash. I'm not even going to defend that.
We keep name dropping, but this guy Hadouken. You saw Hadouken, right? How he was going at me about the RJ, man. I almost told him to suck my dick.
I'm not going to get at my man.
Yeah, like I told you that. I almost told Hadouken to suck my dick on the freaking Twitter thing. You know what I'm saying? Because RJ hasn't been playing good. So he did play good in the beginning. We know what RJ can do, but he's not playing good. So I'm not gonna talk about what he can do and this, that, and the other. He's not my man. I'm not trying to get no man pussy from RJ Barrett. That's a little bit too much stuff that he was saying. So I was trying to keep it PG, not to let the thread get out of control. But come on, man. Let's be realistic here. The guys are not playing good, so we have to do something about it. I don't want to sit and argue with people about fantasy, about how much you like another man. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm a Knicks fan. I'm here for the Knicks. I'm not here for the dicks. So that's the R-rated version of the Diehard Knicks podcast, man. It's crazy.
Listen, man.
I'm here for the Knicks, not the dicks, bro. You know what I'm saying? Put that on a t-shirt.
Burks. You could defend Burks all you want. So I went back, I go back these past few games. Alec Burks, where are you at, brother?
11 he's points. Averaging 18, man. He's averaging 18 right now. As a starter.
He's 2-5 as a starter. I don't even care if he's averaging 18, bro. What does that do for me, bro? It don't do nothing for me, bro. What does it do for me? What does it do? What does Alec Burks' 18 points was ever impactful?
like dudes go in the huddle. They're like, yo, Allen Burks, he might score 18 on us. You got to something like that. like you dead. Like dude, they don't care about those Allen Burks 18 points.
Yeah, I wish I had that. I wish I had that. What do you call that Charlie Murphy gif where he's like like laughing and shit. The Dave Chappelle shit.
Yeah, I already know. Yo, he dirt, man. All that, man. Yo, please start quickly, man. It's a shame that the guy got Obi Toppin career high is 15 points. Yo, Sam, do me a favor, bro. What's Obi Toppin's career high? What you think is career high?
I'm pretty sure it's not over 17.
So our lottery pick hasn't scored over 17 points, bro, in 2 years, bro. He's 23, bro. What is going on? The Knicks
he just got a good haircut. Last year his hair was looking crazy. He finally found a barber. So I mean, maybe he's just a slow learner or something. I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know. We just all messed up, man. We're all messed up.
It's sad because Ben Simmons not even vaccinated, so he can't even play in the uniform. So we just throwing shit on the wall. we shitting in our own hands and throwing it on the wall. Like, come on now. And then people sit here and they say, "Oh, okay, let's trade RJ and the kids." Okay, who you gonna trade RJ and the kids for Damian Lillard? All right, so let me say this starting five. Yo, Dame, Alec Burks, Evan Fournier, Julius Randle, Nerlens Noel. Who in God's what name? Who are they beating? I don't know who they beating. So, and who are they defending? Oh my God, I can only imagine. We allow 150 points a night. So, the only thing I can see is trading Randall and selling high. Get the most assets I could get from him, give RJ the goddamn ball, and run the offense through RJ and live and die with the number 3 overall pick. I'm a little jealous that John Morant and Zion and all them other draft picks, they all have the ball in their hands. They don't play off of nobody. LaMelo plays off of nobody. John Morant plays off of nobody. RJ plays off of goddamn number 30. That's boring.
Yeah. But I did mention that, man. So it's either or. Either we build around RJ, double down on Julius, or we trade Julius and run the offense through the young guys.
I would.
It's 14 points.
I'll tell quickly, shoot 10 threes a night, or I'm sitting your ass down. You gotta shoot 10 threes a night. I don't care how you shoot the threes.
All right, so that's the solution. Then we're gonna trade Julius. We're gonna get whatever we can get from that, and then we're gonna sign D'Antoni, and we're gonna run 7 seconds or less.
Nah, we going. So we can do either two things. So I'm gonna just label it, just put out there. So boom, we're gonna trade Randall. We're gonna get some pieces, and we're gonna still win like 33 games. And then Adam Silver gonna give us the number 1 pick, and then we're gonna draft Palmero. And then next season we're gonna win 50 games, because that's how the way life goes. Or we could just trade for Damian Lillard, trade RJ and the kids, and we're gonna win the championship because Lillard is gonna go nuclear and we're gonna sweep the Bucks. So I don't know.
You said both scenarios, man. Like that's both of them are kind of far fetched, but like they both lead us to what we want, which is the championship. I think either direction the Knicks decide to do, I think it leads to a championship.
Nope. Ain't no Randall and no Dame winning no championship. We gonna start that with me, baby.
but if Dame is the number 1 option, right? You say Randall is like a number 2 option, number 3 option, so that goes down into your narrative. So now we're going down the state rabbit hole right now.
Yo, there's no timeline where Dame and Randall gets past the first round. That's how bad they're going to be on defense. They're going to target Randall. Oh, my God. Imagine Randall and Damian Lillard guarding pick and roll. Oh God.
I don't
What?
know.
Oh God. Oh God. Yeah. So
I don't know.
this team, Randall's good as prime. Randall not even good as prime CJ McCollum. Randall better than CJ McCollum. Being a little disrespectful.
Yeah, CJ McCullough just got a collapsed lung. How the fuck did that happen? Did they say what happened to him?
Trade.
No, I'm talking about his lungs. Remember, he said he had a collapsed lung. CJ McCollum.
I don't know. It's real.
Yeah, they said one of his lungs popped or whatever the fuck. So
Oh damn.
he had a collapsed lung.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I don't know
Oh,
what the hell
get better,
that.
CJ.
God damn it, get better. Shit, how the hell did that
God
even
damn.
happen?
Word.
Yeah,
Well, that's what happens when you playing 10 years in Portland and they don't never get y'all a superstar win. That's what happened. You know,
yeah,
got to run into Curry all the goddamn time. So I
right.
have a punch you going too if I got to run around them goddamn Draymond screens. Past couple of playoff series. God damn.
Yeah, I don't know, man. So I guess we kind of ran around the block enough already with this, man. One thing I want to throw at you too. Let's say if you want to trade Julius, do you think Denver got something for us?
Nah,
Because
don't got
because
nothing I
that
want.
yeah, I just threw it out there because you know they still got the slam dunk champion dude. What's his name? Gordon. They got
Lord
Gordon
Gordon,
over there.
I don't want him.
They got Bobo too.
I don't want him.
Yeah.
That's not good enough for Randall. That's not for Randall. I want 2 day 1 starters.
You
I
think
want two
Bobo will
day 1
start
starters.
first? Do you think
No,
Bobo can start first? No.
no, not on the Tibbs. His offense is not fun enough. He wouldn't use Bobo like how I would use Bobo in 2K.
Yeah.
Mike Mike D'Antoni had Bobo bringing the ball up.
Yeah, Bobo is a beast in 2K, man. The fucking guy shooting threes, dunking, playing defense, all that shit. Yeah,
No,
man.
like 2 day 1 starters. Keldon Johnson, Deontay Murray.
Okay.
Like when I think of what Randall did, I think of like Paul George from Indiana. And when he was originally traded, uh, I think they got was it Victor Oladipo or Sabonis?
Mm, maybe. I don't remember.
But they got I think it was Victor Oladipo or Sabonis. 2 young stars, 2 young guys who became all stars eventually. Correct.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Well, I think Paul George might have been in OKC during that time.
I gotta look that up.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly.
But I believe a trade like that would help the Knicks.
Well, the next game we play is tomorrow against Toronto. How much points you think we're gonna get lose by?
Oh my God.
Because I think we're getting
Toronto?
smacked. Yeah, Toronto. I think we're getting smacked because they got
Hold on.
Siakam back.
Siakam and Scotty Barnes is playing?
I believe so. Yeah, I think they're
Oh
they're
my.
basically healthy right now. The person that they benched, I think, was Precious. I think they might have benched Precious, and Siakam is back in the starting lineup.
Yo, I hope we don't get embarrassed.
Yeah,
God, Jesus.
I got a feeling, man. But like getting blown up by Toronto after getting blown out by the other night from Indiana,
Yeah,
losing to Toronto, that would get like any other season probably would get the coach fired. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
But I don't think that's gonna happen. But I think if like I say, any other season before this, that would totally get the coach fired if we lose against Toronto, especially if he gets smacked. If he gets smacked, you know,
Yeah.
I don't want
I,
that to
I,
happen though, man. I'm not looking forward to that.
yo, the dunk. Oh, yep. Victor Oladipo, Demontis Sabonis. I hope we don't get smacked tomorrow, bro. I hope we
Yeah,
don't.
yeah.
I hope we don't. But a trade like that, exactly how you said, how you just heard it, is a trade like that. And mind you, Paul George is better. He's better than Julius Randle, right?
Paul, yes,
at that time, right? So
Yeah.
why I can't get 2 day one starters for Randall?
I feel you. I feel you.
Sure.
Yeah, I feel you. Especially at the time too, because Sabonis, he was good, but he wasn't Sabonis yet.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
Oladipo wasn't Oladipo yet. You know, they were
Yes.
good, but they weren't who they were going to be yet. You know,
That's what I'm
they
saying.
weren't all stars yet.
People are laughing at that Deontay Murray, Keldon Johnson trade package. Gonna be 2 years later. Yo, State, he was king. See, he was right.
Yo, I'm looking at Toronto now, man. They got a Fred VanVleet, Scotty Barnes
Mhm.
starting, Gary Trent, Siakam, and Bullshit starting. They're gonna kick our ass, man. we getting smacked tomorrow. They're gonna kick our ass, man.
You get to see the almighty 4th seed in live action with Scotty Barnes, who could have been Julius Randle's teammate. Yeah, that 4th seed, man. You know, I wake up and I think about that at least 4 times a week, bro.
I know.
I literally like at least 4 times a week, bro.
Yo,
Like
that's how
I
many
wake up.
podcasts we do a week, man. So I definitely hear it every time me and you speak.
I just wake up. I just go to my kitchen. I look. Why the Knicks didn't want Jalen Green? Who made that call? They didn't draft Julius Randle's backup for him to average worse numbers than Frank Ntilikina. So,
Yeah, you see Edward Spears. Edward's like, yo, this is supposed to be a Knicks podcast. So he just wants to hear masochism. He just wants us to cry, and he just wants to see blood and tears. You know, us, talking about the Knicks to the death, man. You know, we got to stop the bleeding somehow, man. You know, talking about other teams and what they're doing and stuff. You know, it's still within the whole Knicks circle. You know, we got to get better, man.
You see how Anthony Edwards was talking?
What happened?
You see how Anthony Edwards was talking about Karl Anthony Towns when he said he needs to attack more?
That's what Anthony Edwards said?
Yes. I need RJ to start talking more to the media. He's too nice. Anthony Edwards is not nice. And I'm kind of mad that the Knicks didn't want Anthony Edwards. Like, why would they play Mike? Why would Mike Miller play Alfred Payton and Mo Harkless over? Like, why? Ant-Man, Randall, and RJ right now, I'm telling you right now, bro, I'm screaming championship this year.
Well, Alex Fernando, he wants to know what you think of RJ Barrett. What do you think he'll be one day? But Anthony Edwards is that guy, and RJ should be Anthony Edwards.
No, hell no. They two different type of people, bro. 2 different type of personalities.
Well, yeah, personality aside, but I mean, talking about talent wise, RJ should be scoring 20 points a night, just like Anthony Edwards right now.
Can I disagree with you? I need to defend RJ here. Anthony Edwards take 21 shots a game. You know what I would give for RJ to take 21 shots a game? And Anthony Edwards does that while a all-star is in his starting 5. And his coach tells Anthony Edwards the truth. His coach tells the team to give Anthony Edwards the ball. Our coach tells our team to give Julius Randle the ball. So I think that's not fair, bro. Don't do that to RJ, bro.
Yo, RJ's been getting the ball, man. He's been getting the ball, and he hasn't been doing.
He got the ball in the last 2 games. RJ slump is not always on RJ. The offense is trash, and Julius Randle pounds the ball for 13 seconds at a time.
Yeah.
And RJ's not a one-on-one player. RJ always got a big on him and he passed the ball. Like, come on.
Yeah. RJ needs a screen. He can't really create for himself.
If Anthony Edwards and Julius was in the same starting 5, Anthony Edwards would be the clear-cut number 1 option. He would look at Randle like he's dumb if he asked for the ball.
Well, Cat right now, Cat has Anthony Edwards, right? And they are who they are. If Julius Randle had Anthony Edwards instead of RJ, what do you think will happen?
With all due respect, Julius Randle is no Karl Anthony Towns. Karl Anthony is averaging 30 the last 5 games, shooting 50% from the field and 50% from 3. That is ridiculous for a 7-footer. That's not even fit. It's not.
Well, comparing the two teams. If you would take RJ off of the Knicks and put him on if you would just trade Anthony Edwards for RJ, just straight up, and they were on the opposite teams, what would happen with that?
I
Because
don't know. I
right now
know
Minnesota's
Edwards.
11-14 with Anthony Edwards and Cat.
They in a harder conference. No, I can't even say they in a harder conference. I think the Eastern Conference is harder than the West right now. Damn.
Right. And the Knicks are 12-13 with RJ. So if the Knicks had Anthony Edwards instead of RJ, I think we would be way better off.
No, I think we'll be worse.
You think we'd be worse?
Yeah, because Anthony Edwards, RJ not really. RJ not ball dominant like Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards legit, bro. If you dead ISO the hell out of the ball, bro. Like if you thought Randall was bad, bro, Anthony Edwards will. Nah, I don't see that.
But
I don't see
but that's
that
what Tom
pairing
Thibodeau wants,
working.
though. Tom Thibodeau wants ISO ball.
Well, Tom Thibodeau wants to lose, so I guess we agree there.
Yeah, I think at least we will be probably like 14-12 right now if we had Anthony Edwards instead of
I
RJ.
disagree. I got a hypothetical to throw at you. So remove Julius Randle, put 27-year-old Carmelo Anthony at power forward right now in the Knicks. They 12-13.
Well, Melo's
Same
a more
roster. Same
yeah,
roster.
Melo's a more efficient scorer. So I guess Tom Thibodeau, at that point, Melo doesn't is not a good facilitator, so you don't want him bringing up the ball, even though he did do that a lot as a Nick. But I don't think it would be the way that Julius does it. They would have to do it a little different. But Melo was a more efficient scorer, and he's gonna play. He better. He should have been played for Chicago. Carmelo Anthony, man. Just
Yeah,
for
he
the way
did.
that he plays.
Should have.
He should have been went there. Instead of giving the Knicks two shots, he should have went to Chicago. But
I thought he should have went to Chicago the first time.
yeah. But will we be better with Prime Mello, on here? I don't know,
Yeah.
man. I don't know. Because Julius Randle, I mean, I don't know, because I mean the other guys need to do their job.
Doubling Julius Randle is not doubling a top 10 NBA scorer of all time.
Well, in order for Melo to work, man, everybody else got to do their job. So like Mitchell Robinson will have to get every rebound. All the other guys will need to do their thing.
Everybody else's job would be easier.
I don't know, man. They were like what made those teams work with Kid and all that stuff is that guys were really holding down their spot. They did what they had to do, and what Melo, all he had to do was score. Everything else that he would do otherwise than that will be like cake. But everyone else had to hold down their end of the bargain. Within the rotation and everything like that. It wasn't up to Melo to do that. Melo was going to do what he does. Everyone else had to fit in. So I mean, I don't think the personnel surrounding Melo, if he was to sub Julius out, I just don't think that the personnel is there for him.
Cool.
Yeah, just to support Melo, because that's what Melo needs. Melo needs support in order for him to be successful. At least prime Melo.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Thibodeau is just he's such a excuse me. He's such a frustrating coach because he embodies a New Yorker. Like he embodies like the grit, the toughness. Like when you in your crib and you watching the Knicks, like he embodies that. Like, yo, what are they doing? Like screaming at the refs and stuff like that. Like I love the cursing. I love the intensity. Like I love it and I understand it. But he's gonna have to change, and it's tough because I know him and Leon Rose been best friends in this business for about 20 years. But sometimes you gotta make business deals. You gotta cut your friend out. So I hope Leon Rose will do the right thing.
Yo, somebody just dropped the Mike Woodson thing there. That's a big thing too. Missing Mike Woodson and also missing Theo Pinson. Two chemistry guys. I think that's like people are not really saying not saying it enough. So I think Mike Woodson was the guy to translate the message, translate the message better from Tom Thibodeau, and Theo Pinson was the guy to keep everything loose. So we don't have neither
Yeah,
one, so I think that's a big factor also in all this whole thing.
I didn't know Mike Wilson was that important, but I can see him being important because he's like, you look at a guy like Mike Wilson, I would look at him and I would think of him as like some OG who's like an uncle or something. So whenever
Yeah.
he say something to me, like I would listen and dad not speak. So sometimes, looking at Tibbs, the old white guy, he's screaming his face off. Yeah, you need one of those, the OGs in the locker room who's an assistant coach who could, help the team.
Yo,
Tip,
Mike Wilson looked like he got a pocket full of butterscotch, man. He got like Werther's original in his pocket, Say, hey guys, don't worry about it, man. Have a Werther's original, So, oh, thanks, Woodson. Thanks, Woody.
Woodson was a bag. You should have never let him go.
Yeah.
Should have never let him go, man.
Yeah,
Andre
he's old,
Clear.
man.
He is. Tibbs is old.
Yeah. Tibbs probably should go coach college, just like Woodson. Go yell at some teenagers, man. Maybe you'll have a better success.
No, Tibbs can't coach college. He's too intense for college kids. They can't take that screen. They're tuning him out after one semester.
I don't know about this, man. Edwards is saying that RJ played with Zion and Reddish, and he was like a point guard. That is, I guess you could say that, but
he needs to be on ball. They need to really run the offense through RJ. Honestly.
Yeah, but I mean that requires to get rid of Julius, man.
It really don't, because it just requires Julius just not pounding the ball and the offense really running through RJ and calling sets for RJ. The offense runs smoother.
That requires firing Tom Thibodeau. Yeah. I think that's where it all comes down to now. Like, we did a great job talking about a lot of different things, but everything comes back down to Tom Thibodeau. The circle jerk is coming right back down to Tom Thibodeau. So he basically is on the hot seat.
Nah, he's not on the hot seat yet. I'm not gonna say that yet. I'm gonna say I'm gonna give it another 20 games because I put out a poll on Twitter and I said, how Knicks fans, how y'all feeling about the front office? Y'all approve? Like, how y'all feeling? And a lot of people say give it another 20 games. So we're gonna see. I'll wait it out. I'll wait it out till game 40.
So the 20th game is January 12th. So we play the Mavs January 12th. That's basically 20 games from now.
Wow, interesting. Yeah, we know about this team really. That would be very annoying if we lose that game.
Yeah, if we lose that game and we end up firing the coach and all that, or a bunch of dramas happening on the squad, that would just kill it, man. I think that would kill the season.
It wouldn't kill the season for me because the kids gonna play.
Then we start the season for me. Yeah, we're gonna start the what do you call it? Coaching and scouting. We're gonna have to start doing that.
No, we don't. Just promote Johnny O, man. Give him a shot. Get that black man a shot, Dolan. Get that black man a shot, man. I know what he can do, man. I see what he did with Donovan Mitchell, man. Get that black man a shot, man.
Well, I'm talking about us. We're gonna turn from talking about wins and losses to like scouting. We're gonna be scouting the young guys.
We don't even need to talk about scouting because we building. Now we can see what Quigley and Grimes look like playing against first team offenses. Like that's something I want to see right now. I don't need to see Alec Burks averaging 18. I don't care.
Yeah, that's scouting though, man. We're gonna be looking to like see, with our notebook saying, seeing what guys can do.
Yeah,
I guess that's fun. That's still fun.
It is. I think our young core is good enough, though. I think it's good enough. I think we probably got a blue chip and we don't know. We just got to play the kids and see.
Yeah, we definitely Sims definitely should play, and Grimes definitely should play. Obviously, Deuce got something going on. In the G League, he needs to come up. He needs to see what he can do. And shout out to Lucas Semanik too. That guy's kicking ass in the G League also. Semanik is actually leading the team in scoring, and he's averaging 12 rebounds too. So, he can give us something too. So we need to see what these guys can do.
No disrespect to Taj Gibson, but he needs to be in street clothes. I just want to see Sims play.
Yeah,
Teams is outrunning him on the court. Like, he's. I love Taj. He's only played like once every 5 to 10 games.
yeah.
So
He still could play, but I mean, he's basically done, man. He really needs to sit on the bottom of Tom Thibodeau's bench and just start being a coach now.
yeah,
You
give him
know,
a clipboard.
yeah. I think that might be the next thing too. He might actually ended up being on somebody's coaching staff probably next season. Probably, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't understand why the Knicks never hired Ron Artest or get one of those crazy guys on the coaching staff. Just somebody from New York who's relatable. You get what I'm saying? Like when they look down there on the bench, like somebody who's from New York, like somebody who's from the town who can, yeah, I know what a chopped cheese is. Like you gotta have one of those guys who's relatable. I look
yeah,
at the bench on New York right now, and I can see the kids just going to Johnny or Dice, because I know Dice got a relationship with a lot of those guys in the G League. Um, but I don't see those guys going to Tibbs like that. I can see them going to Mike Woodson. So
yeah.
let's see.
Speaking of chopped cheese, you think Fournier had the chopped cheese? That's what he was talking about. The steak that messed his stomach up.
Fournier been eating steak since we played Boston. talk, even.
Man.
Yeah, I don't even remember the last time Evan Fournier played in the fourth quarter.
I think
Matter
it
of fact,
was. I think it was against Boston. That
I
was
think
it. The first game of the season. That's it.
horrible contract. Uh,
Yeah.
I, I would start Grimes. I don't understand why Grimes can't start. Me personally.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, I think we got it all out, man. I think we covered all the bases and stuff.
Yeah, man. Because Tibbs don't know how to coach. Man. I think he's losing his mojo. White David Fizdale.
Yeah, man. Well, yo, it's good to see you in regular clothes. Some people were talking about that in the beginning when we first started. You're not in the hospital gear. You're in your crib chilling. Yo,
Oh
shout out to whoever you got in your crib because they're being very nice. They allowing you to they allow you to do a podcast, and not bothering you while you do it. That's
man.
crazy.
Nah, I'm in my broke crib. I'm in
Okay,
my
okay.
bro since I was like I'm in my bro since I was in high school. Since I was like 14.
That's what's up.
So yeah,
Because if I
yeah.
was in a room with my friends, there was no way in the hell I can get any words out, to do a podcast, man. So you got a good group of friends over there.
Yeah, man, try because they know, man, this Nick thing, man, it's just important, and plus they know, you want to have good quality, so
That's what's up.
just trying to show the love. So I appreciate no for that.
Yeah, man. All right, bro. Well, good talking to you as always, man. We got to do it soon. Definitely, we play Toronto, so we gotta have to get some insight after that game.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we definitely gonna talk after that game because I'm gonna be in the crib and I'm gonna be watching that game for sure. So we definitely gonna talk after that game. Hopefully we can win the game. Honestly, that's what we need to do. Hopefully
Yeah,
we just win the game and RJ could just score another 20 points, man, and Randall could just give me a triple double.
we're gonna need it. Definitely.
It's also happening.
Two
Yeah.
narratives. Scotty Barnes can't score 30. And Pascal cannot outplay Randall. Please. So we'll see.
That's a tough one there, man. I think that's basically the key of the game right there. But I think Scotty Barnes could lock down RJ better than RJ can lock down Scotty Barnes. What do you think about that?
With all due respect,
You see?
yo, they, yo, they, you know why that hurts my heart? Because they should be teammates, bro. But
Yeah,
I agree with you though, because RJ got the dribble of a 5-year-old kid.
Hey, don't forget OG. I forgot about OG. I think OG is
now
hurt.
OG hurt.
Yeah.
He hurt.
Yeah, but if they did have OG, man, that's a killer team right there. It's a really good team. Anyway, all right, Mr. State.
Oh, I forgot OG Anunoby gave Randall 40. Oh my God.
Yeah, bust his ass. Actually, you know, not just 40. He gave him a tough 40, right up his ass. Pause. You know, he kicked his ass, man. It was like embarrassing. Yeah, man.
All right, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Yo, Diehard, man. I appreciate you for the fun, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yo, anytime, man. Yo, salute to y'all guys in the chat too. Kanal, Hack, Julian, Knicks 100. Yo, shout out to Knicks 100. He be adding me on Twitter too. Pudge.
Yeah.
You
got Young Simba.
Andy,
Young Simba in a while.
Yo, yeah, shout out to Young Simba, man. That's the guy. He wild cool. Yeah, man. I appreciate y'all guys, man. I'm out of here, man.
Right,
Yo,
Mr.
hopefully
State.
we get that win tomorrow before we speak again, man.
Yeah, hopefully the wins cure everything, man. If we lost that San Antonio game, you know, we really would be off the deep end today, man.
Oh, we lost the San Antonio game. We'd have been talking about how we gonna trade Randy.
Yeah, I'll be in front of MSG, taking a dump in protest. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, and the Lakers are a bad basketball team, by the way, losing to Memphis Grizzlies with no Dylan Brooks. But I guess the Knicks ain't the only team that stink. That's a major market.
Yeah. Yeah, man. All right, let's get up out of here, bro.
But all right, man. Y'all know where to find the pod, man. I'm out of here, man.
Yeah.
All right, dog.
Peace.
Peace.